Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Walks in Wall Street. Today is September 18th, 2023, and we're currently standing on the corner of Canal Street and Hudson Street. On today's walk, we are going to be doing a tour of Canal Street. We are on the border of Tribeca and Soho. So Canal Street essentially splits the island of Manhattan in half. If you go all the way to the west side, which is where we're looking at right now, it'll take you all the way to the Holland Tunnel. And we just so happen to be standing directly at the entrance to the Holland Tunnel, which will take you out to New Jersey. Now, if you go all the way to the east side, that will run you through Chinatown, through Little Italy, and eventually you will land at the Manhattan Bridge, which will take you back to Brooklyn. So let's get started on this walk. We will head east. Now, once again, from the border of Canal Street and Hudson, you'll have unobstructed views of the World Trade Center in the distance here, and we're going to see some notable new developments, particularly the Jenga building. Here, all of the cars and the vehicles are turning onto Hudson Street, and they are going down into the Holland Tunnel out to New Jersey. We are now approaching the Canal Street station, where you can get the downtown or the uptown 1 train. This is going to be right on the corner of Warwick Street and Canal. And as we turn the camera over to the left, that is the iconic Jenga building, which is an ultra-luxury condominium in Lower Manhattan. We're going to cross the streets past the Jackie Robinson Museum. And again, you have those really nice views of the One World Trade Center.
I hope you.
When you get to my house, I'll pick you up at Vinny's.
Okay, 6th Avenue. One of my favorite parts of Canal Street is right here when you cross Avenue of the Americas. Because look all the way in the distance here. You could see all the way to the Empire State Building. Obviously, this is looking northbound. Great view of the Empire. If you continue to walk up 6th, that's going to take you directly into Soho, where we actually have a listing not too far away. 554 Broome Street and also 74 Grand Street. Right on Thompson Street and Canal, you can get the blue lines, which is going to be the A, C, or E trains. We're now crossing West Broadway, and if you turn around, you could actually see all the way up into Midtown Manhattan. This building all the way in the distance is the brand new One Vanderbilt, which is one of the newest Class A office towers in the city, which is right outside Grand Central Station. On Canal Street, you'll see a lot of street vendors out, people selling mostly counterfeit goods on the street. But usually during the day, particularly on the weekends, it is always very busy on Canal Street. This is Wooster Street. If you take Wooster all the way up, it'll run you directly into Soho. And you'll notice a lot of these buildings have these gorgeous cast iron facades and fire escapes. This is very unique to Soho. In one of our listings, there's this 32-ton cast iron facade. Just the architectural integrity of a lot of these buildings down here is really unmatched. Also, as you walk throughout Soho, you'll notice the streets are completely different. They're not the traditional asphalt streets that you see here. They'll be the original Belgian block streets that they've successfully preserved. And you'll see that all throughout Soho, New York. All right, Green Street. This is going to be a really good example of what we were just talking about. You not only see all of these cast iron facades with the fire escapes, but you can also have a beautiful look at the original Belgian block streets that is very unique and iconic to Soho, New York. Another beautiful shot of the One World Trade Center. Okay, this is the corner of Mercer Street and Canal. Again, all these beautiful pre-war buildings in New York. Really stunning as you're walking up and down Canal Street. Maybe we'll have to do a second narrated walking tour of Soho, just so I can point out some more of the notable buildings. This looks like a really nice restaurant. The address is 309 Canal Street. I believe this restaurant has a lot of nice outdoor dining space as well. Right on the corner of Mercer Street and Canal Street. 309 Canal to be exact. As we continue to walk eastbound on Canal, we're getting towards the center of the island of Manhattan. This is Broadway. You can get the NQRW trains. Also, you could transfer to the J or Z trains here. And obviously, you can go either up or downtown. We'll take a moment to pull off to the side and look at some of the amazing architectural integrity of some of these buildings here, particularly on the southbound side of Canal Street. And Broadway will take you all the way down towards City Hall. If you head uptown, this is the main shopping area, the main shopping neighborhood where you have all of the high-end retail shops, the storefronts. That is very iconic to Soho. If you ever find yourself on the border of Canal and Broadway, just make a left and head uptown, and it'll take you through the heart of all of the major shopping districts.
I would just do this, where I would just be like,
Okay, we are now approaching Lafayette Street. This is going to be another subway entrance here. You can see some of the passengers walking out. This is going to be the 6th line. Downtown will be on this side of the street. On the other side, when we cross, you could enter in for the uptown entrance. And the 6th train will take you all the way to the Upper East Side of Manhattan. We are going to be coming up on New York City's Chinatown, as well as Little Italy. Now, a good way to remember how to get to Chinatown and Little Italy is if you're walking towards the Manhattan Bridge on Canal Street. On your right, to the south side of Canal, is going to be the main area of Chinatown. On the northernmost side of the street, headed uptown, is going to be Little Italy. and this week is actually the Feast of San Gennaro. I believe it is the 4th day of the feast, so you're going to be able to see a lot of activity going on with street vendors, food carts. It's one of my favorite times of year to be in Little Italy specifically.
Alrighty.
All right, let's try to walk around these people here. And this is officially New York City's Chinatown. You'll sort of notice a lot of the Chinese letters and numbers right as we approach Baxter Street. Chinatown is also one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. Lots of good places to eat, to hang out. I always spend a lot of time down here, and I would advise anybody who's just visiting the city for the first time to make sure you carve out at least a percentage of your trip. Maybe spend a day or two in Chinatown. Okay, Mulberry Street. Now this is officially the beginning of the Feast of San Gennaro. I believe this is the 3rd day, so Mulberry Street is completely closed off to all vehicles. This is a big Italian festival. And today is a Tuesday in the middle of the afternoon, and it is absolutely packed here. You have the classic sausage and peppers. And this goes all the way to, I believe, Prince Street. Maybe we'll do a separate walking tour a little bit later. Maybe we'll film it. So just remember, if you go to the right, headed northbound, that's Little Italy. Southbound will be Chinatown. One of the locations in Chinatown that has the best restaurants, in my opinion, is going to be Mott Street. We are fast approaching. So on the corner of Canal and Mott, you want to make a right, headed downtown, and that is going to run you into all of the best restaurants in Chinatown by far. And you'll know you're there because you have all the paper lanterns here as well. The very iconic paper lanterns that look beautiful at night. So I would advise not only coming here during the day, but also at nighttime. Okay, we'll cross. In the distance, you'll see the Buddhist temple that's going to be directly adjacent from the on-ramp to the Manhattan Bridge. The Manhattan Bridge is an amazing place to come and actually take a walk over. In my opinion, it has some of the best views of all of Manhattan as you walk across the Manhattan Bridge. All of these cars are headed to the on-ramp, where they will be going to Brooklyn. This is one of the busiest intersections in all of Manhattan. We are officially standing on Bowery, and look all the way in the distance. You can see all the way to Midtown Manhattan at the One Vanderbilt, which is the newest Class A office tower in the city that sits right across the street from Grand Central Station. Okay, we are crossing the street, and this is the official pedestrian walking path and the biking path, where you can go all the way over the Manhattan Bridge to Brooklyn. So thank you all for watching the walking tour of Canal Street, headed directly through Tribeca, Soho, Chinatown, and Little Italy. If you enjoyed today's walking tour, feel free to subscribe. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or rent anywhere in New York City, feel free to reach out to me at the email address below. Thanks for watching.